Jumping into an actual toolkit, this is a toolkit that our client University of York did for us just a few months ago. And that is, we call this the York Unlimited Giving Day. And I think this really demonstrates almost what a perfect ambassador toolkit looks like. You'll see that this is branded very well. It'll give you the tips and tricks, sample posts, and actually timelines. So why don't we jump right in and start going through it. So the first, I love this. It gives a simple checklist that's branded to their day on what the social ambassador needs to do, right? So it says, as you can see, prepare in advance, right? And then in the lovely little orange color here, you can do this anytime. So it's telling people, hey, here's your first step, right? This is what you can do, and here's when you should do it. So right away, it tells us to like and follow. Follow us on social media and for real-time content, right? Which is a great tip. Signing up now on the Social Ambassador platform. Check out the prizes you could win by just spreading the word, right? And we'll talk about the prizes in a little bit. Creating your own content, right? A great tip here to plan social posts ahead of time. Getting creative and inspiring others to join, using your own words, and which gets the most amount of interaction is when people will make their content their own. You'll see in a little bit exactly how they do that. Use your own URL. So this is unique to the Hubhub platform, where if you sign up to be a social ambassador, you'll actually get your own unique URL, and it will track the number of clicks you get and the actual referred amounts that you raise on the giving day itself, which is very nice. And then next on the tip checklist is download your own images, or download our images, ones that the university actually themselves will provide, and either use them for your social media posts or your social media pictures or your social media wallpaper, which is kind of cool. And the next one, getting excited, right? So they're going to announce the save the date after August 1st, so then you can start posting it then. And then you can also look into challenging others and register your plan in advance to challenge others, which is a great idea. And then, of course, during the week itself, they want you to create a buzz and build excitement by posting. Social makeover, meaning change your social media photos to those that they provide, so that you can have a special social media photo during the giving day itself. And challenging others, right? As we talked about, making sure that others give and trying to get others involved will be so much more effective if you have your ambassadors doing it than if you have the institution itself doing it. And encouraging emails, right? Sending personal emails to your friends and family, asking to join them in the fun. Same idea as above, right? We want to have friends and family and those people we know asking others, because it's going to be a much higher conversion rate. And then on the day itself, right? Share, share, share. Couldn't have said it any better myself. You really want to ensure that people are sharing as much as they can, to get the algorithms going on that Facebook and Twitter, so that they can start to see, hey, this is kind of a big deal. A lot of people are pressing like and sharing it themselves, so thus it most likely will appear on other people's social media feeds, which is very important. One thing we haven't talked about yet, and that's making sure the ambassadors know what your hashtag is. This helps with getting everything together and really ensuring that posts can be stacked on a social feed, which is very nice. And if you have enough, you might actually even trend on Twitter. And again, that'll be another way people in your local area will be able to see what's happening around them and hopefully donate from that. And posting a memory, right? I love this because it really makes it a personal thing while using the Giving Days hashtag. As most of you probably already know, using photos, especially personal photos that come from the heart, that have something to do with the institution, are much more likely to be shared and much more likely to be clicked on than kind of just your normal kind of run-of-the-mill posts. And then getting nostalgic, right? Post a group of your friends, your York friends, and tag them with the hashtag. Again, this is perfect. Not only do you get a nice photo of your friends, but it also includes them, and you're including the hashtag, and hopefully it gets aggregated with the rest of those social posts. And then most importantly, give a gift, right? That's what we're here for. We want to make sure that that people are giving on the day, because that's the bottom line of ambassadors, is to really help not only volunteer their time, but to get people to give overall. And then take a challenge, right? So if they want to do their own fundraising around Walk or Swim, there's so many things that they can do to challenge friends to help get them to give on the day itself. Now, once the day's over, and hopefully we've raised a lot of money and we've gotten a lot of ambassadors and we've gotten a ton of donors, we want to celebrate our success, right? And one of the ways we do that in our stewardship is to show off and continue to share updates from the success of the events, right? So if there's photos that you want them to share, make sure you have that, have them do that. Two things for the thank you. You want to make sure that you're thanking the ambassadors, and also you want to make sure that they thank those that got involved, because it really does make a difference by just a simple thank you for getting involved next year if we're trying to retain a lot of our donors for the next Giving Day, which of course we obviously are. And I love this because now we're starting to help our ambassadors with content. As you all know, it takes everyone has a busy day. So when you can just provide content that you can just literally drag and drop, copy and paste, it makes life a lot easier. And so you can see a couple different posts with some pictures about the University of York. And this does a nice job kind of talking about join me, making a difference on the day. And you can, by doing this, you can share, tweet, spread the word, and then make sure you're using the Giving Day URL, right, and the hashtag. It's a great, great example. And then on the day of, I love this because this makes it very personable. 36 hours to change a student's life. Join York Unlimited Giving Day 2019 and help us break down barriers. It enables every student to shine. Then including the donation URL, and then obviously the hashtag, right? So again, you're making this post, you're providing this post for them. It's colorful, it's relatable, and it goes to a great cause. So again, you're doing a lot of the work for them, but obviously they're posting for you, and thus they're doing work for you. And here's just a sample of some post-event thank yous. Who doesn't love Little Ducks? Just thank you, student, staff, and friends of York. Again, just sample posts that you can have, and talking about results and whatnot. But again, having these posts clearly defined for your ambassadors before the day will very much help in their success of and actual participation in doing this. And again, more examples, social media posts that you can use throughout the day. And then onto our example email content, right? Again, I love this, how they actually tell them when to send this, which is amazing. They talk about wanting to drop you an email, letting you know something exciting is coming on the 6th and 7th of November. Here's the link. Why is it important? And again, telling them again about the 6th and 7th, putting their unique URL so they get credit for the clicks, and talking about how important the fundraising cause is. Again, great example of email content. And then on the day itself, they have an email talking about joining me in supporting this great cause. I'm going to give. You should give to, here's why we should do it, here's the URL, etc. So again, two great example emails and hopefully you'll have your ambassadors sending those out before and on the day. And then of course, finally thanking your social ambassadors for playing a pivotal role in helping the overall day and the effort themselves.